wasn't the visa problem, guys. Olá, guys. Olá. Então, aqui é a Ventina. Eu quero pedir com que vocês se subscrevam, gostem e comentem no canal da Quero. Olá, amiguinhos. Mais uma vez estou aqui para trazer-vos algo novo. So, I'm here to bring a new topic. We can call it adaptation experience part 2. Yeah, we can call it adaptation experience part 2. So, in this adaptation experience part 2, I'm gonna mention 5 things that almost made me give up studying in Russia. Yeah, 5 things. My relationship with Russia have been, So, before I start, I believe many people have had those thoughts like, what am I doing here? Why aren't I home? Like, why? So many whys and whys. But as you can see, the girl is here. So, let me start and tell you 5 things, 5 things that made me almost give up. Let me calm down, and because those days were frustrating, and I was a baby. I was so emotional, and anything would make me cry. Yeah. For you to understand, let's start about how they sold the fish to us, about what they said about Russia. So, guys, Russia is amazing. I'm not saying it's bad. The internet is like for free, and the girl have only been in South Africa and Mozambique, and imagine Europe out of Africa. That was my thought, and it was like I thought I was going to paradise, but that's not actually what happened. But okay, let's start. I want to say that I believe many of you who will be watching this video and are living abroad or are in boarding schools have cried a lot. Like, I was too emotional, and any small thing would make me cry. But the first thing, that wasn't real the first one, because the first one was the situation at the airport whereby they stopped us. They even had to escort us to the toilet. It was a complication, but today I'm not here to talk about it. Today I'm about to talk of 5 things that almost made me give up. First one, hostels. I'm not talking about the bad condition of the hostel. From 3 days, we went to 1 month just to get the hostel. Let me start from the very beginning so you can understand. I remember we came here on a Friday, 13 October 2017, Friday. Yeah, we reached Russia. So my countrymates came. Nosdi, who came to take us in the airport, but okay. Came and took us and brought us to the apartment. So we reached the apartment and we stayed like that Friday night, Saturday and Sunday. And my countrymates thought that as long as we do the exams, like the HIV exam, the medasmart is like they make a check-in, like everything, fluorography, everything, RXI, and yeah. So we made, and they thought like if we make all of it by Monday, Wednesday or Tuesday, we're gonna get the hostel. But it wasn't like that. it was. And I remember the apartment was something like 1,300, less than 1,500. For the first days, okay, 3 days is okay, we paid almost like 4,000, but it was okay. And they will not tell us when we'll get the hostel. So we did the exams and complication after complication, and we are not getting the hostel. But in that process of not getting the hostel, it's where comes the second point that made me almost go home, but we will get to it. So it's like my countrimate Irlanda had a friend called Victoria. So Irlanda asked Victoria so that we could live in Victoria's apartment. And guys, either Irlanda or Victoria knew me, made my sister. It's not like you are letting one person enter your house, you are letting two, and you don't know them. Like, we stayed in our house for a month. Like, I never studied in a boarding school, so I was always me and my family, and I had to live in someone, like in a stranger's house, and the stranger also had to take two strangers to her house. So that was very frustrating, and it put me like very down. But yeah, thank God, like Vika had a kind heart and she let us live in our house, although she didn't know us, because they are guest house also. But imagine you are just like from your country and you don't know the country, and they are putting you in a guest house of a country that you don't know even the language that they speak in the country. That would be strange and such a not good experience. Yeah, because we even had a lot of lies. But let's forget point number one. That one was really frustrating, from 3 days to get the hostel to 1 month, but okay. Point number two, which came between that 1 month, it was the visa. This one gave us a lot of problems. Like, we went to the embassy, everything apparently was okay. We came to Russia until we went to the PADFAC. PADFAC is our preparatory school where we learn the language. Until we went to PADFAC and they told us, no, in your visa it's written course instead of uchoba. Uchoba is like studying, I can say, and course is like when you're in first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and tak dalej. So if your visa if in your visa it comes written course, it means you guys can start the language. So you will just have to start from first year without the language, or you have to go to Mozambique. I was like, what? I just came to Russia, and I've even sympathized with my seat at first. In the first time, like, I was like, did I just take an airplane and then land in Mozambique again? So I didn't sympathize with my seat. So I was like, if they are telling me to go home because of this visa thing, that it's not even my fault because I don't know Russian language. I went to their embassy in my country and then the embassy did things wrong. I'm not coming back. Like, why should I come back? The country is already giving me so much stress from the beginning. Like, guys, I'm not coming back. That's what I decided. I'm not coming back to Russia. But then we had a solution. We traveled to Abkhazia, Sukhumi. It's a very beautiful city. Yeah, Black Sea, very, very, very beautiful. Yeah, I enjoyed those days, but that was the second thing which made me almost cry, but because it was their mistake. So guys, if someone is helping you to apply, just pay attention at your documents, like your certificate, pay attention at your visa and everything, because I don't know about other countries, but in Russia they have so much laws that can make you like want to give up. So the third course, the third one, I miss my family. I miss my family so much. When trouble started coming about the visa and hostel, and I understood that I'm not home and my parents are not there to solve my problems. Guys, just cherish any moment you have with your brothers, with your parents. You know, those little moments you quarrel with your brothers, those moments your father is calling you and you're like, oh, why is he calling me more than 10 times? Yeah, I miss them. I miss my mom, my father. I miss them. Although I had my sister, but I missed, my house, my home, being there. So that put me so down. I was crying like during 3 months. I'm such a emotional person. I like attention, and I miss my parents. I really miss them. And it was so difficult for me, like, to come to a new country. I was just 18 and face a lot of problems, and people telling me, no, you can't tell your parents because they will be so worried, and you will be able to solve the problem, but they will still be worried. So don't tell them, you have to learn. And I miss them, and that made me almost give up. Okay, let's go to the fourth one, sad moments. Fourth, hey, most of you don't know that I almost did medicine. Yeah, the girl here almost did medicine. I was like, Mom, I'm going to Russia and I'm going to do either medicine or computer science. And then I was like, medicine or computer science. And then I was like, medicine or computer science. And then I felt lazy to do medicine. So this point is wrong course, wrong faculty. Let's call it wrong faculty. I wanted computer science. So in my school, there's these things like when you are in PadFac studying the language, they ask you guys like which faculty do you want to do, and I told them computer science. Like we told them computer science, electrofac, all this engineering and veterinary things, and yeah. So they gave us some papers. They call it quota. For example, if you get the paper to do civil engineering, you will do mathematics and Russian language, and you won't do physics. The same thing for that electrical course. You won't do physics. So for informatica, computer science, you will do mathematics also and Russian language, and you won't do informatica. But in my case, they gave me for electrofac, like the faculty of electricity. I ended up doing 3 exams. Yeah, so I ended up doing 3 exams, and the girl is here. So the last one, guys, September, guys, like September first year is the most traumatizing month. You start thinking you are tupaya, you start thinking like you are dumb, you start thinking like you will fail, you start thinking like, how will I overcome this situation? And I believe everybody in the first year of studying in Russia or in any other foreign country that the language was not their native language, they had this struggle. I was like, I go to class and I'll just hear Привет, до свидания. 1 hour and 30 minutes, I would understand nothing, absolutely nothing. Like my teacher would talk, but I would understand nothing. I was like, whoa. When we are in PadFac, like with foreign friends, I don't know Russian and my foreign friend don't know Russian, so we find the easy way to communicate in Russia, but we are all wrong, but we are still communicating. But it's totally different in first year. Like you can talk in the street, but you can't talk at school. Yeah, it was so easy for me like to talk with my foreign friends at the street. But when I was at school, the struggle was absolutely big, and I was like, don't I know Russian language? Am I dumb? But guys, I wasn't dumb, you know. For a girl who was always like in school, I was in the 10th, like best people in class. You know, I was smart, and it's not like I became dumb, but Russia made me think like, what is happening? And my dream of having a red diploma just started dying, guys. Yeah, those were the things. I believe many other things make people want to go home. So share with me, what are the things that made you almost desire to go home, or made you desire to go home? Yeah, things that made you desire to go home. Of course there are others, but those are some of the things that I decided to share with you in this like adaptation experience. Those are the things which made me struggle and made me cry and made me become so emotional. But now a sister doesn't cry anymore. But yeah, so guys, like, don't give up on your dream as I did with medicine. Don't just give up. You'll end up losing everything you want. So don't give up on your dream. Don't think you are dumb if you go to a foreign country, to any other place and start. Don't think like you are dumb, and don't give up on being one of the best. Don't give up on giving the maximum you can. You understand? Like, don't give up. And of course, if those thoughts of coming home come, you don't need to go home. They will pass, I assure you. I know people who give up, but you know, time flies. Like, I mean, I'm already in 3rd year, and all those stuffs happened in the 1st year, and then in the 2nd I started knowing how to manage it. And like, I'm here and I'm thinking like, why did I give up on my red diploma? But of course I won't stick on that regret. But don't give up. You can do, you are capable. So write down the things which made you almost give up. Why? Like, how did you react? So in all these things that I passed here, I thank the people I met that gave me motivation, the people I met that made me like become strong. They helped me like really. So thank you guys. I love you so much. My brothers in Christ, sisters in Christ, especially my countrymates, they were there to help me. They were there to, you know, they didn't have to help me in any way, but they still helped me. They gave me advices, and I thank God I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm about to finish, so I didn't go home. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Love you, amiguinhos. Olá. I have to start again. I have to start. Why did I make this mistake? What? My countrymates were waiting for us, and they were of so much help. Shout out to Isaac, Manaf, Irlanda. Shout out to my Namibian girl, Victoria and Blands. But okay,